The question that we've been asked is, when I look at a matter, how do I know what's the status? Can I close it? Has everything been paid? How do I know that? Generally, there are some clues that you can look right into the screen. For example, if there's invoice pending, clearly that means there is stuff in this matter that you haven't completed yet. And quickly, you can do a preview. We always recommend, if there's invoice pending, do a preview, because that'll tell you what's pending and what's missing in this matter. In this case, there's no billable, but clearly there looks like some interest overcharges that you seem to have put in this matter that's not billed yet. So that's the first clue. Now let's say you bill it. Okay, let's say you bill it, and when you complete it, now the first thing that you will see now is you will see that the invoice is not pending anymore. Okay, that's the first clue. Now another thing that you will notice is projected balance. It says projected balance is 128.05. If that means the client hasn't paid yet. And another way to look at that in terms of accounting is to click on this question mark. When you click the question mark, it'll tell you where you are with respect to this matter. For example, it'll tell you hey, $128.05 is what the client owes, and he owed this for quite some time. So let's say you accept this payment. Let's say 128.05, or let's say it's a partial payment, right? And he paid you by cash, and you deposit it into your cash account, and you hit an apply. Now what you will see at this stage is it's still no invoice pending, which is good. $8 the client still owes, right? And same thing, when you click here the question mark, it'll tell you hey, in red, the client owes you that much. He did pay today, so that means invoice owing is for $0, but now again you can accept the $8. Again, I'll mark it as cash just for quick. And when I do that, you will now see several things will be closed. For example, the projected balance will now be 0. That's very good. When you actually click the question mark, it will tell you hey, the trust is fully withdrawn, invoice is paid in full, everything looks good. So it's time for you to actually close this matter. And how do you close that? You click on this mark as and mark it as closed. So before you do that, I would always suggest make sure that the projected balance is 0. There's no invoice pending. And when you actually hit the question mark, it tells you that the trust amount is fully withdrawn and invoice is paid in full. So these 4 things need to be checked. 1, 2, 3, and 4 before you can actually mark it as closed.